Good evening, everyone, and welcome to TV50's broadcast of Geneseo Green Machine Football. With Pat Mitchell, I'm Lauren Lemke. We reached the sixth week of the high school football season on the first weekend of October, and we're in Quincy tonight as Geneseo has a Western Big Six matchup with the Quincy Blue Devils. Kickoff coming up in less than 2 minutes. It's homecoming night here in Quincy. Pat, both these teams are 3-2 overall. Quincy with a one-game lead on Geneseo in the Western Big Six standings. Last week, Geneseo losing at home to Alleman 15-13 on just kind of a crazy game that went from Friday night to Saturday morning. And then you had Quincy losing their game last week at the hands of the Sterling Golden Warriors. So both these teams trying to get back on track with a win tonight, and Geneseo trying to get that fourth win, which is oh so important.
Oh, no question about that. You know, one of these teams is going to leave here 4-2, and they'll need one more win to qualify, you know, to possibly get in the state playoffs. The other one is going to go to 3-3, and now they're fighting for their playoff lives the rest of the way out. So it'll be interesting to see. You know, this is new territory for us, and I don't believe Geneseo's ever played here at Quincy, but it's kind of exciting. It's kind of exciting. We're down a few guys, but you know, next man up mentality.
And for those of you back home listening to our broadcast, it may be spotty at times, maybe a little staticky. We're trying to do our best here from Quincy. The cell phone coverage, especially for Verizon, not all that great in the city of Quincy, but we are set up in a perfect spot. We're in the press box right across from the 50-yard line, and we want to thank the Quincy High School athletic director for all his help in getting us set up here tonight. Sterling, or Quincy rather, they're lined up here ready to take the field along with Geneseo, and we'll get you the starters as we go here tonight, Pat. We've heard that Mason Jones is not active tonight on the offensive end, so you lose a starting running back. And then on defense tonight, Geneseo without the play of Andrew Cotty, a starting cornerback. So two starters missing for Geneseo tonight.
Right, you're going to have to step up. I believe Bruce Moore will be taking the wingback duties for Mason Jones. I'm not totally sure yet who's going to be defensively for Andrew Cotty.
So Geneseo is going to receive the opening kickoff tonight. They are dressed in their away white jerseys, trimmed in the green numbers and the yellow sleeves, and the gold pants with the classic three-striped socks. Quincy to kick off from right to left. Number 38, Tannen Rink, back around the 5-yard line. And we're underway from Quincy. This kick coming down to the 10-yard line and brought back to the 20, the 25, out past the 30 to the 33-yard line. Ball comes loose as he hits the ground. I believe that was Brennan Wages with the return. Geneseo able to fall on that loose football, but I think he may have been ruled down.
Right. You know, we ran into that problem last week with putting the ball on the ground 3 different times in the first half. Luckily, the ground caused a fumble on that one, and the officials saw it, so we can't put ourselves in that position where we're giving them free possessions.
Jake McConnell will start at quarterback tonight for Geneseo. He's a senior. His brother Joe is the center. Number 53 as they break the huddle. Hofer on the wing to the right side. Kyle Hofer on this first down play for Geneseo at the 33-yard line. And they give it to the fullback. Falling forward to the 35 for a gain of 2 is the starting fullback tonight is number 33, Dominic DeBouf.
Looks like we got same offensive line. Cole Ellebrock at left tackle. Cole Graddard at the left guard. The aforementioned McConnell at center. The right guard is C.J. Darnell, and then Joe Stoll at the right tackle.
Gain of 3 for Geneseo. 2nd down and 7 from the 35. 5 down linemen for the Quincy Blue Devils on defense, and they'll try a sweep play with Moore, and Moore out close to the 40-yard line where he's pushed back.
Looks like a flag on the play. A lot of times where that flag's thrown out there, it'll be holding.
Bruce Moore.
Well,
face mask.
Yeah, you bet.
So that'll be a first down for Geneseo after run by Bruce Moore. And he's starting tonight for Mason Jones, who is inactive.
Yeah, a lot of time when that's thrown, you get a hook or something on that corner. But hey, that's an event. That's the opportunity. You get a break, get a new set of downs.
Ball across the 50-yard line at the Quincy 48, 1st and 10. Inside handoff to the fullback DeBoof, and he's hit as he gets the football. No gain on the play.
Right, everything's off jet sweep motion with the either the 2-back or the 4-back sprinting behind or in front of the fullback, and we either run the fullback behind him, following him, or back the opposite way. But it's pretty effective.
Just underway here from Quincy. We've played about 2 minutes of football, and no score. Geneseo on the opening drive, 2nd and 10 from the Blue Devil 48. Van Woestein, the big tight end, resets to the left side. McConnell rolls out right, looking downfield, gets rid of it, and it is behind his intended receiver, Hofer, Hofer at the 42-yard line. So Geneseo is looking at a 3rd and 10.
Right, Quincy's in a 5-2 defense, but they're taking and running the old tilt nose. Michigan State was popular with it back in the late 90s, early 2000s. He didn't have a lot of time to throw, a lot of pressure on him.
So Geneseo looking to pick up this first down in the early stages. They need 10 yards. Brennan Wages out wide to the right. Double wing formation for Geneseo with motion by Hofer. Counterplay back to Bruce Moore, and Moore to the 45-yard line. Just a 2-yard run, and we'll see the punt team come in for Geneseo.
Right, you also see the fullback on that was offset to the right, hoping that Quincy would bite on a sweep, but they did a nice job of staying home on the backside, forcing Geneseo to punt.
Well, one thing, Quincy's familiar with the wing T, their coach Rick Little. Yeah, that's what they used to run here. Now they're in a spread offense, which we're about to see here after this punt by Geneseo. They'll have to punt it away on 4th and 8 from the Quincy 45. P.J. Mosier averaging about 35 yards a punt this season. The left footer puts it towards the far sideline, hits at the 15, gets a nice roll inside the 5, and Geneseo's going to let it roll a little bit more to about the 2. So field position was so important last week with the Alleman game, Pat, and now Geneseo's got Quincy pinned down inside the 5-yard line.
Right, we need to take advantage of this. That's a very nice punt by PJ. Actually it was a shorter punt, but he got a really nice soft roll down to the 2. So Leafs got an opportunity to change the. We've got the field position battle right now. We're in the lead with it, but we got to keep them down here and get that ball back on the Quincy side of the 50.
Quincy spread offense. Their quarterback, senior Lucas Reese, he's dangerous. He's got 15 touchdowns this season, almost 900 yards. He's got some big receivers to throw to. Out of their end zone, they hand it off. Short run out to about the 3-yard line. They also have their leading running back in the lineup after missing last week, Adante Kreider. He's being looked at by Kent State and Illinois State. And Geneseo able to keep them to a 1-yard gain on that play.
Right, we're quite the distance from where they're at on the field, so it's kind of hard to see. I believe that was Eli Allen with the initial hit, with a couple of the Leafs finishing off the pile.
Quincy sends out 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. The other receiver out wide right from the end zone. Reese is in a throw, and his pass is going to be dropped by his intended receiver at the 8-yard line. He tried to get it out to Drake Tournier, senior. He's 6'2", 225.
You mentioned the 2 receivers so far. Those are big guys for high school, 6'2", 200-plus pounds. It's going to be crucial for us if they catch it in front of us to keep them in front of them.
Clock stopped, 8 minutes and 18 seconds to play in the first quarter. No score. Quincy on their first drive tonight. They have it 3rd and 9 from their own 3-yard line. Geneseo trying to force a 3-and-out. Reese rolling to his left, throws it and leads his receiver too far. It's incomplete. So that pass goes out of bounds, and Geneseo's going to force the Blue Devils to punt the ball from their own end zone.
All right, if we plan on sacking the quarterback, we're going to have to do a couple twists and stuff like that, different stunts, because those are massive offensive linemen. It looks like they just took the 5 biggest guys they could find and make the line as wide as possible.
Anthony Pierce, sophomore, back at the 35-yard line of Quincy to receive this punt. Blue Devils punt.
Oh.
High snap. Punter able to jump up and grab the ball, and then sends up a very short punt. This is in a bounce at the 15, roll past the 20, and stopped at the 24. So Geneseo taking advantage of a short punt last week against Alleman and scoring a touchdown. They get the football for the second time tonight at the Quincy 24-yard line with exactly 8 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Right, if we'd have had any kind of a punt block on there, we'd have had a chance. But, you know, you're playing it safe because you know you're going to get good field position. You don't want anything, you don't want anybody touching the punter and give them an automatic first down. So, you know, you got great field position here at the Quincy 24-yard line. Now it's a matter of if you can take advantage of it.
Geneseo with 1 first down in tonight's game via penalty. They start from the 24 of Quincy. Handoff, trying to sweep it outside is Hofer, and Hofer inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. That might be a first down run.
Right, that play looked a little slow developing to start with, and Hofer kind of shrugged off a tackler behind the line of scrimmage. But then just, you know, looked like he was sprinting towards the cone, get what you can, enough for a first down.
Yeah, the whole timing of that of that play, I mean, it just didn't look right, but 10 yards, we'll take that.
Take that.
Breaking the huddle, here comes the Green Machine offense from the 14 of Quincy, looking to get on the scoreboard first tonight. McConnell. Hand it back to Hofer, and right back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Right, that time Hofer didn't have much of a chance. You just lowered his shoulders, get what you can, and you live to play another day, or live to play another play, I guess in this case.
No play clocks here that we can see. Kind of have it nice at Bob Reed Field, so I don't know how much time Geneseo has to get this play off. We'll just have to watch the back judge tonight. Second down and 10 for the Green Machine. Motion by Moore. He'll get the sweep to the left. Hit and taken down at the 12 and falls forward to about the 11. It'll be a 3rd and 7 for Geneseo at the 11-yard line.
I think Bruce made the right choice there of going for the outside. He was following a blocker, but the problem was the blocker didn't see an inside or either a safety or somebody coming from the inside. If that blocker would have saw him and just picked him off a little bit, you know, Bruce might have a chance to score a touchdown there.
Well, if Mason Jones out, he's one of the leading receivers too for Geneseo, so somebody on the field's gonna have to pick up that slack tonight if Geneseo chooses to throw on this play. 3rd down and 7 from the Quincy 11. Motion by Hofer. They'll give it to DeBoof up the middle. Slips through to about the 6. He's gonna be 2 yards short. And now decision time. Does Geneseo go for the 3 or try to pick up the first down on a 4th and 2? And they're gonna send in the field goal unit.
Right, that actually looked like the way P.J. Mosier runs. I'm not sure, I didn't catch the number, you know, a little more straight up and down, but you know, you're in field goal position here, a very makeable field goal. Be nice to take an early lead, but would have loved to have 6.
Logan Hansen in. Football in between the hashes. This will be a straight on field goal from about 23 yards away. And that field goal is good, and Geneseo on the scoreboard 3-0 on a field goal from Logan Hansen, 5:21 to play in the first quarter.
Right, defense responded with Quincy's opening drive, not allowing them a first down and give the offense good field position. So we won that round of field position. Now we got to go after it again, see what kind of kick we get from Logan, and whether or not they start inside the 20 or if we're going to pooch one. It's, you know, in past years it's always been kind of fun kind of predicting what they're going to do, you know, but Logan Hansen this year has kicked a number out of the end zone, so we'll just have to wait and see what the plan is.
No wind here tonight. The flags are just flat, and you know, it's a Beautiful night. Temperature in the upper 50s, partly cloudy. No chance of rain or lightning, and that's what we like. We're inside anyway, but we don't need a 2.5 hour delay again like last week.
Not with the 2.5 hour drive home.
5:21 to play in the first quarter. Green Machine on top on the road against Quincy, 3-0. And Logan Hansen, who just put that through the uprights, has the ball on the tee at the 40. Several touchbacks this season from Hansen. Here's his approach from left to right on your radio dial. This is going to hit at the 3 and stay in. Back rolls to the 6. Quincy picks it up, and Geneseo down to make the tackle at the 10. So the Blue Devils start in really poor field position again.
I know the coach isn't happy on the sideline throwing his paper down on the ground, but I'm not sure if that return guy thought that he was on the end zone, on the goal line, and thinking that ball was in the end zone. So, but he wasn't. He was on the 5, and it checked up really nice. I mean, it's amazing that thing just didn't kick and roll into the end zone. It came back.
Turf field here at Quincy. Again, another site where Geneseo is going to be playing on turf. And the Blue Devils start from the 10. Reese, quick slant, incomplete. His pass went over the middle. Geneseo with good coverage there.
That's a pretty well designed play, though. Kreider, the single back with the quarterback, swung out to the left, and they're hoping to draw the linebacker. But it did draw one linebacker, but another linebacker was sitting there waiting for the button hook.
Reese has completed about 67% of his passes this season. He does have 6 interceptions on the year, including 3 last week against Sterling. Second down and 10 from their own 10-yard line. Quincy in their home blue uniforms, white helmets with the blue cues, and they complete their first pass tonight out to the 15-yard line. Geneseo all over that with tight coverage. They'll give them 5 as a whole host of Geneseo's players make the tackle.
Right, the DBs are stepping up on the wideouts, making it look like we're playing man-to-man, but in that situation, they step up, make it look like man-to-man, but they didn't, where the cornerback stayed out, excuse me, the outside linebacker stayed out in the flat, and the cornerback went deep with the guy, so we had a guy right there.
Rink and Davidson with the tackle there on 3rd down and 5. Then there comes a sack for Geneseo. It's Dominic DeBoof who levels the quarterback inside the 5. They'll mark it at the 3-yard line.
This is what we're talking about before the game, when you realize how big that offensive line was. You wonder if they're quick enough for DeBoof and Davison off the edge. And boy, DeBoof really came hard. Well done defense.
4:10 to play in the first quarter. Clock running. Quincy's going to have to punt the ball back to Geneseo as the Green Machine have a 3-0 lead. This is a short punt again. Low, and it does take a nice Quincy bounce. Anthony Pierce will pick it up at the 37 to save it from tumbling down the field a little bit further.
Right, Anthony did a nice job. At first, you wondered what he was doing. But what he did is he saved Geneseo about 10 to 15 yards. If that ball keeps bouncing, he just covered it up and kept 2 hands on the ball and went down easy to give the Leafs great field position at the Quincy 36-yard line.
We've played 8 minutes of football. This is the 3rd time Geneseo has touched the football in this first quarter, leading 3-0 on a Logan Hansen 23-yard field goal. McConnell looks over the defense, checks his offense, hands it off. Bruce Moore, sweep to the left, turns it upfield, and Moore close to the 30-yard line.
Right, really nice block on the outside. Once again, we're kind of distance away. It's kind of hard to see some of the numbers, but really nice block on the outside. He could have, the blocker could have blocked his defensive man in the back, but they were already hooked up, and the defense man was trying to spin out. Bruce read the block and turned upfield to get 5.
Mora Jr. with coming in tonight's game had 3 carries on the season for 17 yards. I think he's touched it already 3 times in this first quarter. Second down, we'll call it 6 for Geneseo at the 31-yard line. Second back through is Hofer. He's upended at the 27-yard line.
Right, I believe P.J. Moser was the fullback last series, and now we got DeBoof in this series. Looks like they're probably rotating series on offense, and then both playing on defense. But yeah, that's Hofer. It's nice to see him when he just puts his shoulders down and runs.
3rd and short for the Green Machine at the Quincy 27-yard line. Need to get to the 26. We're under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. The score, Geneseo 3, Quincy 0.
You got sophomore Jonathan Maxwell in the backfield.
Little full T here. And Geneseo pushing the running back over the 25 to the 24. It's a first down for the Green Machine.
Right, both Moore. Looks like Bruce Moore went out that time. Jonathan Maxwell came in at wingback for him. But yeah, it was straight T. Yeah, here comes Moore and Hofer back on the field. And then Mosier and Maxwell lead the field. So yeah, you're right. Straight T. Just really good to see. That's not Coach Pettit. He's back home.
Geneseo football at the Quincy 25 on 1st and 10. McConnell takes a snap. They'll try it with Hofer sweeping out to the right, turns it up to the 20, skips over a defender, and then falls forward to the 13-yard line.
Very nice move by Kyle there. The defender was going low at his ankles and knees, and he just, like you described it perfect, just kind of skipped over top of him. But there's that play again. It just looks like there's something wrong in the backfield, but all it is a fake to the fullback, and the fullback's getting hit really early, and then Hofer just taking that ball and running with it.
Geneseo ahead 3-0, 1:40 to play in the first quarter. They have it down at the Quincy 13-yard line. DeBoof off the left guard. DeBoof inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line.
That's a nice little run there. Just found a little crease. Pick up 5. That's you get 5 or 6 on first down. That's a good start to that series of downs.
Well, it's been a game of field position in this first quarter, and the Geneseo defense stopping Quincy on 2 3-and-outs, and the offense here for Geneseo in business. 2nd down and 5 from inside the 10. We'll call it the 8-yard line. Set to go here. Motion by Moore. He'll get the handoff out to the left with room to run inside the 5. Looks like he's got the first down at the 2-yard line.
Now you need to get paid here with 6. 3 was good last time, but when you've got 1st and goal now at the 2, you've got to push this thing in.
They'll wind the clock. Geneseo will have time to get this play off with 40 seconds to go in this first quarter. From the 2-yard line, 1st and goal. Green Machine breaking the huddle. And we got the full T again. I love it. 2nd back through, standing up, going in the end zone. It's a Geneseo Green Machine touchdown from 2 yards out.
I didn't see who carried that ball.
I can't confirm that either. I'm sorry, Pat.
Yeah. I know last time we did that, PJ came in at the 2-back, and that looked like 23 power. So
Geneseo to kick the extra point. Logan Hansen's attempt is no good. Kind of a knuckleball off to the side. And the score is 9-0. Geneseo, 24 seconds to play in the opening quarter.
Right, for whatever reason, didn't look like we had a clean hold on that. But hey, we got the 6 we wanted. Didn't get the extra point, but this has been a good first quarter for the Leafs.
They will be kicking off here again, as Geneseo had a very short field to work with. That drive started at the 36-yard line, picked up a couple first downs along the way, all on the ground, and 2-yard touchdown run to cap it off for Geneseo. 9-0. Well, after last week, that's a great way to open up the quarter here, Pat. That's exactly what this Geneseo football team needed tonight.
Right. Now the question is, can we sustain the success? You've got to, you can't make it, even though it appears that it's been easy, nothing's easy. You got to keep playing. Can't give them a breath of fresh air anywhere.
freshman game. We got some time here. That was all Geneseo tonight, 36-0. It's 30-0 at halftime. They had a running clock the second half. So the Geneseo freshmen with a shutout tonight, 36-0. Logan Hansen waiting the whistle. He's been busy in this first quarter. Here's the kickoff. Hansen will come down at the 7, and it's dropped, picked up off the turf, and brought up straight up the middle, out to the 25. On the return is Dre Humphrey. And the Geneseo defense coming up big in this first quarter. Have now allowed Quincy a first down on 2 possessions. 18 seconds to play in the first. 9-0 Geneseo.
Obviously, this is their best field position, and I'm sure the coaches on the Quincy sideline feel like now they can go work on things. Knowing Coach, watching or following Coach Little last couple of years, he'll be patient. He'll be patient. He won't go try to get it all back in one play.
Shotgun formation with Lucas Reese. Fake the pass, and now unloads. He gets it completed out to the 38-yard line. As that'll be a first down for Quincy.
That's a very nice play. It looked like he was going to tuck it and run, but he kept his eyes downfield. And after when he was scrambling and was able to get the ball off right before he crossed the line of scrimmage.
Under 10 seconds to play in the first. Clock running. Bubble screen to the wide receiver, caught for a minimal gain of 2 yards as the first quarter comes to an end. So the Geneseo Green Machine with a field goal and a touchdown. And at the end of the first quarter, it's Geneseo 9, Quincy 0.
This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV 50 broadcast.
Welcome back to the second quarter with Pat Mitchell. I'm Lauren Lemke. Glad to have you along for our broadcast tonight. With Geneseo leading 9-0 over the Quincy Blue Devils. Geneseo trying to spoil the homecoming for Quincy tonight. Blue Devils have the football, 2nd down and 9 from their own 41. As they picked up their only first down of the game at the end of that first quarter. Spread formation. They'll hand it off to Kreider. He slips through a defender in the backfield and turns a loss into about a 5-yard gain. 3rd down and 3.
Now, we've seen some of this the last couple of weeks where we'll have hands on guys in the backfield, but, somehow they'll break away. We've got to make sure when we get a hand on a guy that we don't go to our knees, that we keep a hold of him anything we can. It looks like got an official down.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think the line judge got involved with that play somehow, and he is being looked at by the Geneseo trainer, Lori Anderson. The Quincy training staff also out there now. So injury timeout for the official. We hope he's okay. As we just got started here in the second quarter, 11:46 to play, 9-0 Geneseo.
He's up. He didn't pop up, but he had help, but he's up.
Do you keep an emergency official around, or how does that work if he can't continue?
No, what they do is then they just go with 4, go with 4-man crew.
The other games tonight in the Western Big Six, Galesburg at Moline and Sterling's at Rock Island. A Saturday game tomorrow night, UT at Alleman.
That Sterling Rock Island one's an interesting one.
Well, if we had some type of Wi-Fi coverage, we might be able to check that score, but we'll see about halftime if we can get something here. 3rd down and 3, Geneseo trying to stop Quincy from their own 47-yard line. It's Kreider, first down run down the Geneseo sideline to the 40. He's brought down from behind at the 35. Almost a horse collar tackle, but the official saying he was brought down by the jersey. No hand inside the shoulder pad. But it is a first down for the Blue Devils on the Geneseo 35.
He is quick, you know, like we just said a second ago. If you get hands on him in the backfield, you've got to make sure you hang on and wait till the help gets there. But yeah, once he broke the edge there, he was down the sidelines in a hurry.
Did not play last week in that loss to Sterling because of an injury. He's back, appears to be healthy. 1st and 10 from the 35. In motion goes Kreider. In the pocket is Reese. He's being flushed out to the left. He's in a circle back to his right at around the 45-yard line. Still with the football, now turning upfield. He's going to throw towards the end zone. 2 receivers there. It's going to be caught for a touchdown by number 2, Scott Sprick.
Flag.
We've got a flag back at the 35.
With the scrambling like that, it might be a legal man downfield.
Officials talking about the penalty. Again, the line of scrimmage.
Maybe they felt like it was over the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
Line of scrimmage is at the 35, right? 1st and 10 play, and I think he might have went by it. And he left the pocket to his left and circled all the way back to the right. And now they wave the flag off.
Not going to be happy on the sideline over there.
Official explaining that he was still on the behind the line of scrimmage when he let that football go. A 35-yard touchdown pass for Quincy. As the score is now 9-6 with 10:49 to play in the second quarter.
The disappointing thing about that is that Quincy had 2 guys standing right next to each other in the end zone, and we didn't have a guy there to knock it down or bat it down.
Extra point, Quincy will kick. Low snap, placed down, the kick is up, and it is good by Drake Cornier. 9-7 the score. Geneseo's lead is now down to 2 after the Quincy 35-yard touchdown pass.
Now it looks like Quincy's the type of a team where we are going to have to play offense with our, or play defense with our offense and keep them off the field, because that didn't take them very long. That was quick strike.
Right. After Geneseo held Quincy just to 1 first down on 3 possessions in that first quarter. Again, did not take long for Quincy to strike here in the start of the second quarter. Minute 11 seconds into this second frame, and Quincy gets on the scoreboard. 35-yard touchdown pass. Lucas Reese is 16th of the season. You know, they started off the season, Pat, they scored 74 points in their first game.
Right.
So some of those stats are probably padded a little bit, but last week he had 3 touchdown passes. It was late, I think all of them in the fourth quarter against Sterling, but he is a dangerous player, both with his legs and with his arm.
Right, obviously, I mean, he's an experienced quarterback, number 1. I know he started for a couple years, but he really does a nice job of keeping his eyes downfield and just, you know, moving around with his feet, just feeling things around him, and then finding that open receiver.
Kickoff coming for the Blue Devils. Drake Tournier from the 40. Sends it right down the middle. It's going to come down at the 8-yard line and be returned by Geneseo. Out to the 20, to the 30, and a flag coming in from the sideline. So Geneseo with private and legal block. Yeah, it's going to push him back probably inside the 20.
That was a block on the back or legal use of the hands.
Geneseo's had great field position up to this point. This is going to put them back as they mark it off somewhere between the 15 and the 20. And they'll spot it down at the 17-yard line.
Hopefully we can sustain a drive here. I mean, it's a long way to go. It's tough. It's tough to go 50 yards, let alone 83, but we need to put something together here, take some time up the clock, and end up with some points.
Geneseo with a punt, a field goal, and a touchdown as they start for the 4th time tonight from their 17th yard line. They are going to go to the fullback off to the right side. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
That time Quincy's defensive line wasn't even set. They weren't down. They've got a lot of meat up there in the center part of their defensive line, but if they're going to not be set and stand up, we got to make sure we fire out low and get into their belly and knock them backwards.
Quincy with about 1,800 students, Geneseo about 850, so twice the size as Geneseo, and it's going to be like this the rest of the way with Rock Island, Moline, and UT. And movement, false start by Geneseo before this 2nd down play gets underway. Those pre-snap penalties, those are tough to overcome.
Yeah, they hurt. They hurt more than the holding or the illegal use of the hands on the kickoff. We've got to figure out a way to clean that stuff up. This is week 6, and it can't keep happening.
That'll push the ball back inside the 15 to about the 12. 2nd down and 15 for the Green Machine offense with 10:06 to play in the first half. A 2-point lead by Geneseo, 9-7 over Quincy. McConnell quickly throws the ball. It's incomplete. Threw it in front of Beneke.
Geneseo pass ball is incomplete.
And now it's 3rd and 15.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's tough to do is that's Quincy's offense there, you know, the quick out and get what you can. And usually you're good at stopping what you're good at doing. And, you know, Quincy had guys there. Had he caught it, it might have been for a loss.
3rd down and 15 for Geneseo. Hofer in motion. McConnell rolls left. Now back to the right. Screen play to Hofer. He catches it at the 5. Turns it upfield to the 15. He almost gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but it'll be 4th down and at least 12 for Geneseo. Here comes P.J. Mosier, the punter for Geneseo, onto the field.
All right, so that series on offense wasn't ideal, but it comes back to that pre-snap penalty. You know, we're sitting at 2nd and 10. That's bad enough. Now you're back 5 yards. It's 2nd and 15. It's like you lost 5 yards on 1st down. So, and we're not the type of offense that can play from behind the chains.
Quincy's going to send back Adante Kreider and Dre Humphrey. High snap. Mosier goes up, now loses it. It's on the turf, and he gets tackled at the 1-yard line. Had he fallen in the end zone, it would have been a safety. That might have been the better way to do it, but they're going to give Quincy the football inside the 1-yard line. I don't think you can get any closer than that without it being in the end zone. So mistake on the special teams for Geneseo, and Quincy has it 1st and goal at the 1.
Right, the snap was a little high, and he tried to go up and get it with one hand, wasn't able to secure it. Went off his hand to the ground, but you're right. I mean, that might be a situation. You don't want to give them 2 points, you know, but considering where you're at now, it might have been better to give them the 2 points. But when you're on the field playing in your high school, you don't think about those things.
Well, 2 points, you're still giving Quincy the football back.
Right.
On the next play anyway. So can Geneseo keep Quincy out of the end zone? It's a 9-7 lead for Geneseo at this point with the 9:46 to play. Quarterback sneak, and the Blue Devils score their 2nd touchdown and have their 1st lead of the game at 13-9.
That's disappointing because you dominated the 1st quarter. I mean, literally dominated the 1st quarter, and now we're just over 2 minutes gone in the 2nd quarter, and you're behind.
And it didn't take long. 2.5 minutes is all it took here for Quincy to get back and take the lead after Geneseo jumped out to a 9-0 lead. And Quincy's got to call a timeout before they even can get this extra point off. Not enough players on the field.
Yeah, I'm not 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, they had 11. I'm not sure.
First timeout taken by either team tonight. That'll leave Quincy with 2. Glad to have you along for our broadcast tonight. I can't believe it's already week number 6 in the high school football season.
Right. You know, Quincy got the ball and they had the nice run, and then the scramble pass for a touchdown. I mean, so they punch you in the mouth. You know, how you going to respond to that? You know, you've got to fight back, and we didn't respond very well that time. So now we're really, you know, they punched us in the mouth again, and we got to decide if we're going to sit and take it and feel sorry for ourselves, or if we're going to sit and go make plays.
Quincy's going to go for 2. They're down by 4 at this point, 13-9. So they figure they're going to need maybe another 2 points, better than 1 is what they think. They're going to throw for it. And Reese is flushed. Guy wide open back of the end zone and does not come up with it. Had it, may have been knocked out or simply just dropped, but it was looking good there for a while, but incomplete. The score remains 13-9. Quincy on top by 4.
Not really sure I understand that. My philosophy, and everybody's got different philosophies. I think it's a little too early to chase points, but you know, more power to them. They do what they believe in, and everybody does. You got to stick to yourself and do what you believe in. So, but now the fact of the matter is we've got to do something with this ball offensively. We can't give Quincy the ball back right away.
Geneseo with a 3-and-out on their last possession. They had a couple penalties, one on the kick return and another one on a false start. And put them in a hole, and then a bad snap, a high snap on that punt, which gave Quincy just great field position at the 1 yard line. They took it in for the touchdown. Two return men back for Geneseo inside the 10-yard line. Kickoff coming up from Drake Tournier, number 11. And over end kick coming down at the 10-yard line. Brought up the middle to the 20, spinning his way to the 22-yard line. Returned by Jonathan Maxwell.
On the tackle for the Blue Devils. The Maple Leafs will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line.
Geneseo with an early 9-0 lead in this one, but Quincy has come back to score 13 straight, and we have 9 minutes and 37 seconds to play in the first half. 13-9 the score. Quincy on top. Geneseo back with the football, 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line. Hofer off the wing will go in motion, take the pitch to the right, strung out. We'll give him a yard to the 23, and then a late flag coming in as Hofer is down, possibly a spearing penalty against Quincy.
There is a penalty marker on the field.
Hofer still on the turf, slowly getting back to his feet. And we'll wait the call from the official, but this looks like it's going to be against Quincy for a personal foul. So horse collar tackle is the call against the Blue Devils, 15-yard penalty. That'll put the football out to the 38-yard line for the Green Machine. See if they can take advantage.
Yeah, Kyle's going to need to, hopefully you can just shake that off and get back in as soon as possible.
Again, Geneseo without Mason Jones tonight. So Bruce Moore has come in. He's run the football hard. From the 38-yard line, they'll wind the clock. 9.5 minutes to play in the first half. 13-9 the score. Quincy leading Geneseo by 4. Moore with the sweep to the left, trying to turn the corner, and he's taken down for a loss on the play back at the 36-yard line as Brady Rupert makes the tackle.
Yeah, it looks like Tannen Rink is in for Kyle now. Once again, though, now we're behind the chains. Got to make sure we take care of business. Need to move this out of there.
So Rink is a junior along with Bruce Moore. 2nd down and 11 for the Green Machine offense from the 38-yard line. And it's DeBoof finding some yardage out front, or rather Bruce Moore, he's out to the 43-yard line. We'll give him 5 on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, the key for the offense this year is what you do on 1st down. 5, even 4 yards on 1st down is a good thing, because 3rd and 6 is obviously it's more manageable. 3rd and 2, 3rd and 6, it's tough to figure out what play. Are you going to throw? Are you going to pass? You got to make a decision.
Nathan Van de Woestijn and Nathan Beneke in, and Geneseo losing yards back there at the 39-yard line. So it'll be 4th and 9 for Geneseo. They'll have to punt the football away.
Right, had them outnumbered over there, because we actually had the tackle over and the end out. So we had more numbers out there, but we didn't get them all blocked, and now we're having to punt.
7:30 to play in the 2nd quarter. On 4th and 9, Geneseo will punt away from their own 39-yard line. Good snap back to Mosier this time. His punt's going to fall in front of Quincy. They're going to let it roll right in between them, inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So good punt by PJ, pinning Quincy back inside the 15-yard line. We'll see if the Geneseo defense can do what they did in the 1st quarter and come up with a 3 and out.
Right, this is more like what Quincy was facing in the 1st quarter, now starting at inside their own 15-yard line. Defense, we've figured out that the quarterback can run. We've got to make sure he can run either side. We got to make sure we have contain on both sides of the field. Keep him pinned in.
2 receivers left and right for the Blue Devils from their own 14-yard line. Reese about 7 yards back, takes the snap, hands it off. Kreider off the right side, still on his feet as he runs out to the 21-yard line. 7 yards on that play.
Right, need to get everybody flying to the football. I think it looked like a couple guys thought he was down and kind of let up a little bit. We've got to make sure everybody gets to the football until that whistle blows.
No huddle for Quincy. They're at the line of scrimmage with 3 receivers to the right side, short side of the field. Reese takes a high snap, looks to the right, completes the pass, and Geneseo able to get over there, make the tackle right away.
Yeah.
Number 70.
Nice play, Eli Allen, knifing through a couple blockers and before they realized he was there, and able to wrap the guy up, get him out of bounds.
Typically you don't see, I'm assuming he's playing defensive end,
yeah,
making a tackle on a wide receiver, but right, good play there.
It's kind of a hybrid defensive end, outside linebacker type.
So Quincy's going to go back to the huddle, 3rd down, and we'll call it 4 from the 20-yard line. 6.5 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter. Geneseo trailing by 4. Fake the sideline pass. Reese with room to run to the left, trying to turn the corner. He has the 1st down run. No containment there for Geneseo. And out past to about the 30-yard line. 33 is, I think, where they mark it.
Right, he pump faked here to the right side, and it was stop and go, but the DBs had it covered very nice, but the backside has got to contain this guy. In other words, he's going to run it, he's going to take off and run until we stop him.
Dominic DeBoof with an early sack in this game. Pat, do you think we see that again, where we have our linebacker come in with a blitz like that, or is that?
Well, since that's happened the first time, we've blitzed a couple more times like that, but he has spun out of the blitz and left the blitzer
option to the right here on 1st and 10. Now they pitch it back to Kreider late, and he gets a few more yards out of it. Usually you don't see a pitch that late unless you're an Oklahoma Sooner.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a 1st down for the Blue Devils.
What I started to say earlier is he just left the blitzer grabbing for air and then take off and go the other way. That's why we've got to get him contained on both sides, and we haven't done that since the first 2 series.
Ball out to the 44-yard line for the Blue Devils. They've moved the football 30 yards already. Ball is fumbled. It's on the turf. And who's going to come up with it? Geneseo indicating they've got the football. And they do. Geneseo recovering the fumble. And that's Connor Shipman, the nose guard for the Green Machine. And it comes at the Quincy 43-yard line. Kreider just did not get the handle.
All right, so we put the offense in a good position here. Defense has put them in a good position. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. You need to get paid here.
6:08 to play in the second period. Geneseo, another possession inside to start in Quincy territory.
Looks like Hofer is back in.
Football on the left hash as they break the huddle. Hofer, yes, sets up on the wing to the left. Bruce Moore, wing right, with P.J. Mosier, and maybe a double go for Geneseo. That pulled the whole Quincy defense over the line.
All right, that's a good start. There's your 5 yards on first down. Of course, now you get another shot at first down too. So, puts you in good position.
Well, these teams, not much history on the football field. 2 years ago, Quincy was in Geneseo and won that game late in the fourth quarter, and I think the other game was in the late 80s. I think Geneseo won that one, but they're not used to that double go.
No.
5-yard penalty against the defense, and it's 1st and 5 from the 39. And a flag before the snap, and did we give the 5 yards back?
We did.
And it's 1st and 10, back to the 44 now.
Yeah, the first time they played, if I remember right, there was a Chicago teacher strike going on, and both Quincy and Geneseo were playing Chicago teams that week, and were looking for a game, so they put something together last minute, and Quincy came up to Green Machine land.
You know all about the Green Machine history. I'm just.
Well, there's an era there where I was in Rock Island. I'm not as up on that part, but yeah.
All right, back to football. 1st and 10. Amanda Wustein's going to reset the tight end position. To the left, they'll run to the right. Hofer's hit in the backfield. He loses 6 yards back to midfield. 6-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down and 16.
Right, so we go from 1st and 5 now to 2nd and 16. It just makes it difficult for the offense to have success.
Quincy 13, Geneseo 9, 4-point lead for the Blue Devils as they are playing their homecoming game tonight.
Geneseo drop back, 2nd and 16, midfield.
Hofer on the wing to the left, Moore on the wing to the right, with Moore in motion. They'll give it to the fullback, P.J. Mosier. Mosier to the 45, and it'll be 3rd and 11 for Geneseo.
Somebody a little slow. Darnell a little slow getting up. He'll be all right. Nope, going back down.
So Geneseo's going to have an injury timeout with starting lineman C.J. Darnell. He's on the turf, sitting up.
Not sure if it was ankle or knee.
He's not going to stay there that long. Trainer Lori Anderson is going to help him walk off the field.
Walked very gingerly off the field.
5 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the second quarter. Geneseo with scoring the first 9 points tonight on a field goal and a short touchdown run, but Quincy has come back in the second quarter. All their points in this quarter, 13-9. They lead it by 4. Timeout situation. Geneseo still has all 3. Quincy with 2.
You know, we're sitting at 3rd and long, so you think it's a passing situation. We haven't had a lot of success throwing the ball. We've thrown the ball behind the receiver a couple times, but we got to make sure we give that quarterback time to throw. And that's one of the issues. If he's throwing, on the run, running for his life, it makes it a little difficult.
Geneseo trying to screen pass earlier to Kyle Hofer. We'll see what they do here. Nathan Beneke, wide left. Sets up on the numbers on 3rd and 11. Hofer in motion. McConnell looking for Hofer. He's going to be sacked, thrown down at the 47-yard line. Loss of 8 on the play. So this drive started at the 44 of Quincy following that fumble, but Geneseo going backwards as they lose about 10 yards.
After the offsides penalty, we had 1st and 5.
Tight game here, 13-9. Quincy up by 4. And Geneseo forced to punt the football away in the last 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Mosier gets the snap. Kick is away. Fair catch called by Humphrey at the 23-yard line. Well, Geneseo started off with the football tonight, so Quincy's going to have it to start the 3rd quarter. This is a big possession for the Geneseo defense to keep Quincy off the scoreboard.
Hey, you're exactly right there. If they go in up 2 scores, then it'll be a tough go in the second half, trying to come back from that.
Quincy out of the huddle. See what type of tempo they play here on this series. Very tight formation to start. Bunched up with the wide receivers from the 24. And they'll get the pass out, and it's completed at the 25, out to the 35. Looks to be a 1st down for the Blue Devils. As Clay Hansen makes his first reception tonight. He had 10 catches last week for about 150 yards.
Wow.
Clock stop. Clock is moving, 3:45.
Now, it's pretty interesting. They go from a wing T offense last year to what we're seeing tonight.
3 receivers to the far side of the field. Left side with Reese in shotgun. And
tackle moving.
Little movement by Quincy. 5-yard penalty. We'll back them up. Make it 1st down and 15.
Right, that tackle is moving number 56 here. You just see him kind of leaning forward and lost his balance and took a half step forward.
They'll wind the clock, 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. 13-9, Quincy with a 4-point lead over Geneseo. From their own 29-yard line. Reese looking out to the left, those 3 receivers. Will run to the left and throw, and the pass is incomplete. Did not get it out to his intended receiver, Scott Sprick, who has a touchdown reception tonight.
All right, looks like we had Rylan Coons out there in coverage. Now they'll be sitting second and 15. Keep that quarterback pinned in.
Players for Quincy checking their wrist. The plays there on 2nd and 15.
Wouldn't surprise me though if they hand it off to number 5.
And they do. Kreider out to the left. He is tackled from behind. Got some help on that play. That's Davidson, Caden Davidson making the tackle. I think DeBoof came up possibly. Yeah, DeBoof with the, 32. Maxwell, there we go. Thank you. I'll make it 3rd down and 12. A 3-yard run for Kreider with 2:40 to go in the first half. Clock is running. Geneseo looking to come up with a stop here and get the football back. And the last 2 minutes. Reese rolling to the right, looking downfield, puts it in the air. It's high and incomplete. And that will stop the clock. 2:26 to play. And Quincy will be bringing in their punt team.
Right, that time DeBoof got upfield in a hurry and didn't allow him to roll out. He was trying to roll to his right, but didn't allow him time, and then started closing the gap, and he had to get rid of it before, a little bit off balance and threw it way over the guy's head. But now we get the ball back. Here we'll have just over 2 minutes. See if we can put a little quick drive together.
Anthony Pierce standing in his 35. This is a good punt. It's going to go over Pierce's head at the 25 and take a roll for Quincy inside the 15 on the turf.
Late flag.
And ball stops at the 13 and
way behind the play.
Way over there by the 45-yard line.
Makes you wonder if there was a cheap shot somewhere.
on the field.
Personal foul, face mask.
Personal foul, face mask against the Blue Devils.
I bet that's not a spot foul.
Ball hit, a punt hit at about the 25, rolled another 10 yards. They're talking about it. The officials have yet to spot the football.
Okay, wonder if it's before change of possession. If it is, I'm not totally sure what they're saying over there. Might want to kick it again.
It looks like that's what's going to happen. They went over to talk to Coach Johnson, I believe, and so that's going to have the Quincy punt team come back out. They were at a 4th and 12 at their own 32. So Anthony Pierce back on the field at around the 35. And we'll mark off this penalty. They're walking all the way back. Inside the 20. They keep going back to the 17-yard line. So they went from the 34 to the 17-yard penalty.
Well, they're at the 32. That was 4th and 12.
Here's the punt. Running punt. Nice punt. And that's going to hit at the 35, and it's going to roll inside the 20. All the way down to the 16-yard line. So about the same result.
Well, if you don't want that to happen, you have to catch it. You know, I mean, he did a really nice job on the first punt, stopping the ball's momentum, but you know, we didn't get anything out of it.
Just one player back on that punt return, and that'll put Geneseo starting off at the 16-yard line. They have 3 timeouts left, trail by 4, 2:17. So this is a possession. Need to do something here.
Yeah, now you've got to get a first down at least. I mean, you might not think about possibly scoring, but you at least got to get, keep possession. Yep. Keep possession of the ball, number 1, don't turn it over. And then number 2, get a first down so they don't get the ball back again this half.
Chunk of yards there for Bruce Moore on the sweep left out to the 25-yard line. We'll give him 8 yards on the play, and it's second down and 2.
Quincy getting a little physical, stuff that's away from the ball, and I'm curious. Our guys, we can't complain about it. We've got to go and do something about it.
Tight formation for the Green Machine offense on 2nd down and 2 from their own 25. Second back, it's Bruce Moore. Looks like he's got a first down run. And the player up slow for Quincy. It is a first down. What's the officials doing? Waiting for him to stop the clock and move the chains, and they finally made the signal. So 3 timeouts for Geneseo. They will huddle up. Quincy has 2 timeouts. And personnel changes for Geneseo. Breaking the huddle with 1:02 to go in the first half. Down by 4, 1st and 10 from their own 27. Toss it back to Bruce Moore. Moore to his left. And he's knocked down finally. Stays in bounds at the 35. 8 yards on that run. Geneseo not calling a timeout. They'll let the clock run down to 40 seconds.
Bruce is going to be tired tonight. not used to carrying the ball this much.
He's been doing a great job.
Doing it outstanding.
So 2nd down, we'll call it a long 2 for Geneseo from the 35-yard line. 20 seconds to play before half. And DeBoeuf crashing out to the 45-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to move the chains. But once they do that, Geneseo does not have to run another play if they choose.
Nope, we're gonna let it run.
Geneseo will watch the last 10 seconds run off the clock in this first half. So the Green Machine, they won the first quarter, had a 9-0 lead at the end of one, but Quincy scoring all their points in the second quarter. And we're halfway through this one at Quincy High School. It's the Blue Devils leading the Geneseo Green Machine by a score of 13-9.
This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV 50 broadcast.
And we're ready for the second half of football from Quincy High School. Geneseo trailing the Blue Devils 13-9, with Geneseo scoring all 9 of their points in the first quarter on a 23-yard field goal by Logan Hansen and a short 2-yard touchdown run. But it was Quincy scoring 2 touchdowns early in the second quarter to take the lead. They had a 35-yard touchdown pass and a short 1-yard run to make the score now 13-9. Quincy's going to see the football to start this third quarter. Geneseo defense tonight, Pat, couple quick 3-and-outs against the Quincy offense, but now Quincy kind of hit their stride that second quarter with the run game and the passing game. We'll see what Geneseo can do here in the second half.
Right. We'll number one, did we figure out a way to contain that quarterback so he can't extend plays? And then number two, you've also got to take care of the running back as well. We've done a decent job with him, but you know, we'll find out. We'll find out right here from the beginning.
Geneseo's going to be kicking from right to left. Kreider is back for Quincy along with Humphrey. Those guys are big, 5'11", 190. Humphrey's a junior and Kreider a senior. Kreider's got a couple of Division I colleges looking at him. And when you're playing schools that are in 6A, 7A, you're going to be playing against some Division I players.
Yeah, you betcha. You bet.
Ready to restart the second half. 13-9. Quincy leading Geneseo. The Green Machine set to kick off. Logan Hansen has the whistle. Here's his approach. Driving it down close to the goal line. Brought back by Humphrey at the 4. Out to the 20. And double teamed and brought down at the 28-yard line.
He doesn't have that quickness as Kreider, but he's a load to bring down.
Rylan Coons, number 26, with the tackle. So from the 29-yard line, here's Quincy. Quickly out of the huddle. Spread offense. Quarterback's going to be in shotgun formation all night. 3 receivers wide to the left side, wide side of the field. Play action, throw, slant, caught by number 2, Scott Sprick, who caught a touchdown pass in the first half. And it's a first down out to the 43.
Right, you didn't have a chance to get to the quarterback that time. That was just a really quick seam or slant off of shotgun and not even a drop with that.
14-yard pass. They'll flip the formation. It's Kreider sweeping out left. And he's going to go out of bounds on the Geneseo sideline. Ran out of bounds himself, trying to avoid some contact.
All right, if he's quick, either you got to turn him back inside with your friends or make him spill to the sideline. We tried to make him spill that way, but he is quick.
5-yard run, ran out of bounds, but they keep the clock moving with 11:05 to play in the third quarter. 13-9 Quincy leading Geneseo. Kreider gets the call again. He's searching for that first down marker. Looks to be about a yard short.
That time he made it. You know, we've seen this a lot with some of the running backs. Saw it last week. Actually saw it the last couple of weeks where they'll stop behind the line of scrimmage and just wait for a crease to open up. That time it looked like he was going to take off left and ended up going to the right of the center.
Robert Stoll, number 57, with the tackle. He's locked in there at that nose guard position. 3 receivers out to the right side of the field. On third down and a short 2, Kreider up the middle, bounces out to the right now, has the first down, weaving his way through to the 45, the 40, coasting down the far near sideline, and he's taken out of bounds on a solo tackle by Coons inside the 30-yard line down to the 27.
We had guys at different levels, and he found the crease and stepped inside, then bounced outside. Got to keep him bottled up.
Similar to what Geneseo has seen the last 2 weeks with Sterling and Alleman. Running backs just kind of maneuvering their way down the field. 1st and 10. Play action. Reese in trouble, and he's going to be sacked back at the 32-yard line by Coons, and a flag thrown in by the sideline judge.
Yeah, that time we had him boxed in on both sides. He was able to step up inside, but once he stepped up, we had the next guy there.
Hold is the call against Quincy. So do you take the penalty here?
I do.
About a 5-yard sack would be 2nd down and 15.
Yeah, you do get the 5 yards from the sack. You know, I was thinking 2nd and 10, but 2nd and 15 is good too. Well, especially if it's a spot foul too, you know, depending on where they were going to spot the hold, you know, where the 10 yards is. I think the down is worth a few yards itself.
Will go as a quarterback sack, 2nd down and 5, 9:50 to play in the third quarter, 13-9 Quincy. Reese fakes and then throws a pass out to Kreider to the left. He gets to the 30, the 20, and he's hammered out of bounds around the 15-yard line by the Geneseo secondary.
Yeah, we came sprinting at the quarterback off the edge there, but the next guy, whoever had the back out of the backfield with that, didn't get there in time.
It's a 1st down play for the Blue Devils. They are quickly up to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to snap this football as soon as they get the whistle. All the way down to the Geneseo 15. Reese gets the snap towards the end zone, and it is caught and now dropped. Geneseo had their chance to get an interception. A battle between the defender, I think Pierce.
No,
nope.
Pierce is here. Coons, Ryland, 26. Yeah, that's one you want to come down with. You got perfect position on him, and he just reached up. You know, we talk about how tall those receivers are. He just reached up over top of our defensive back, and I agree with you. It looked like he had, possession there for a second, but next best thing after interception is incompletion.
Drake Tournier, 6'2", on 2nd down and 10. Pitch it back to Kreider. Oh, that's a long pitch. And a perfect pitch as Kreider gets out of bounds on the Quincy sideline after a short gain.
If DeBoof had any, if he had eyes in the back of his head, he would have saw he was sitting on Kreider. But the quarterback pitched it past DeBoof and right to Kreider. That's a heck of a play.
Third down and 7 for Quincy at the Geneseo 14-yard line. Geneseo jumping before the snap.
There's a 40 marker on the field. Offside.
And a 5-yard walk-off makes this third down play now a lot easier for Quincy, 3rd and 2.
5-yard penalty makes it third down and 2 at the 8.
Reese is going to get the play from his coach, Coach Little, on the sideline. As they line it up on 3rd and 2. Football on the 8-yard line of Geneseo. To run it, Kreider up the middle to the 5. That'll be a first down, 1st and goal for Quincy.
Yeah, need to figure out a way. Turnover here would be nice. Got a man down.
Player down for Geneseo. So that will stop the clock in this 3rd quarter with 9:17 to play. Quincy leading Geneseo 13-9. First drive of the second half for the Blue Devils. They have it all the way down to the Geneseo 5-yard line. First down play when we resume action.
Couldn't tell who that was.
Reese making it tough on the Geneseo defense with some play fakes, either pump fakes, moving around the pocket.
Trying to look and see if the numbers are standing up in the huddle. White gloves. Is that Dominic? Well,
I'm going to try to help him to his feet here, and yeah,
yep.
Dominic DeBoof, linebacker, starting linebacker and fullback for Geneseo. He's
How about a hand for Dominic DeBoof?
walking, but with a limp.
All right, we can't keep having that. I mean, that's the second one that's walked off like that this game with C.J. Darnell going down earlier.
Already had a couple starters out before this game got underway tonight. And hopefully Dominic can get back in to this lineup. Quincy on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They have a 4-point lead, 13-9. It's 1st and goal from the 5. As they line it up against the Geneseo defense. 2 backs in the backfield next to their quarterback, Reese. They'll try it up the middle. Kreider puts his head down. He's going to go in standing up for a Quincy touchdown. And it's a 10-point lead for the Blue Devils, 19-9 with 9:02 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Well, that's not the kind of series you wanted to open the second half with. You know, like you just mentioned, with the number of guys hurt, you know, we got to be careful not to go into the start feeling sorry for ourselves. Guys have to step up and start and make plays.
Quincy will kick the extra point. They went for 2 last time and it failed. And this kick is on its way. It's good from Drake Tournier. Extends the lead. 20-9 is the score. Quincy leading Geneseo. 9 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. So about a 3-minute drive for Quincy to start this quarter.
Well, got to find it. I'm not sure who it's going to be to step up or what, but somebody's got to light a spark.
A lot of that drive was Kreider.
Right, that's what we talked about earlier. You know, with him, I'm surprised he doesn't run the ball more. Well,
Geneseo's going to come back out to receive the kick. Rink is back there for Geneseo, along with
is that 36? That's Parker DeSplinter.
DeSplinter. Quincy to kick off ahead 20-9 in this third quarter, and the football falls off the tee. No wind to speak of, so just a bad placement of the ball. Kickoff down to Rink at the 8. Rink to the 15, out to the 20, going to his right, and tackled at the 26-yard line. Geneseo with 9 points tonight, all in the first quarter. Down by 11 as they take the field. Had something going late in that second quarter, mostly with Bruce Moore running, but just did not have enough time to operate. Picked up a couple first downs in the last 2 minutes. See if they can pick up where they left off in that second quarter. Double wing set to start. Hofer in motion. Counter play back to Bruce Moore. Coming off the left tackle, and Moore out to the 29-yard line. 3-yard run for Moore.
Kind of a, slow developing play. Quincy's not the quickest defense we've seen this year, but they're pretty stout. They do a nice job of bottling things up in the middle.
2-yard run, second down 7. Geneseo lines up. McConnell looking over the defense before he takes the snap. And P.J. Mosier in at fullback. He stopped at the 29. Geneseo's going to need 6 yards here for a first down. Check that, football at the 34. We need 3 yards. I thought something didn't look right from what I was saying. Pat, you kind of looked at me like, the math doesn't add up there, Lauren. Okay. Third down 3, Geneseo at the 34, 7:45 to play in the third. Van de Woestijn's in a reset. He'll try more, left side, can he get there? Turns the corner, breaks a tackle at the 40, and then takes a shot to the helmet at the 45-yard line. It is a first down for the Green Machine.
I tell you what, that's a nice run by Bruce. Another slow developing play, but this time he was able to get to the edge and get the first down.
Geneseo trailing by 11, 20-9 in this third quarter. Quincy getting a touchdown a moment ago on their first drive of the third period. Hofer in motion going down the line. He gets the handoff, and he's bottled up. Loss on the play. Back to the 43, a 2-yard loss. And Hofer is getting up slowly. Back to the huddle he goes.
Right, little 21 jet sweep. Number 9 for them, their defensive end did a great job of standing his ground, standing up a couple blockers.
Play comes in from the sideline for Geneseo. 7 minutes to go in the third. Second down and 12 from their own 43. Very tight formation here with Hofer down the line. McConnell rolls right, sets up, throws, and his pass is incomplete. Tended out the far side for Bruce Moore. Tight coverage. Would have been a first down had that pass been caught, but knocked away. And now it's third down and 12.
Right, that time he had time to throw, just didn't hit his man.
Third and long for Geneseo. I don't know they've picked up too many of these tonight. Double wing with motion by Moore to his left. McConnell with pressure gets rid of it, and it is caught by Moore. He's just short of the first down and makes the reception at the Quincy 46-yard line. He's about a yard short.
All right, not sure. We had a couple guys in the same area.
Right, Nathan Beneke was right there too.
Right.
Moore doing a great job getting his hands on that football and still staying in bounds to make it an illegal catch.
Right, I think you got to go for this. Obviously, down 2 scores. on their side of the 50, 4th and looks like you got to get 1, maybe just a hair more than 1.
Jake McConnell runs all the way over to the Geneseo sideline, gets to play, and comes all the way back to the huddle. Football on the left hash. A long run by McConnell. 4th and 1 from the Quincy 46-yard line. Full tee. Second back, Hofer. Looks like he's got it from this angle, and good spot. Bar official says he got almost to the 44 and a half. Near side puts it about the 45. Either way, it's a first down.
All right, if that nose gets past, yep, it's first.
Geneseo converts on 4th and 1. Kyle Hofer with the run. 6.5 minutes to play in the third.
Hopefully that's the spark.
Keep it going, Green Machine. Down by 11. It's Moore with the carry. He's going to turn it right up the field, puts his head down, crashes into the secondary. 9-yard run for Moore, who didn't take that outside. As soon as he saw an opening upfield, he turned it up.
That's a good run. He looked like it was almost designed. He got past the tackle there and just turned it straight upfield like it was designed to be that. But I love the way he finished that run off with lowering those shoulders and getting the extra, falling forward, getting the extra 2 or 3 yards.
Quincy has to bring out one of their key players for a play. I don't know if he got hit pretty hard. Number 31 for Quincy. See if he gets back in there. Mosier, the fullback on this second down and short play, has a Geneseo first down at the 34. So, Pat, if Geneseo can get that 7-8 yards on first down, it makes the rest of the play calling easy.
It sure does. I mean, you become a lot smarter coach when you're able to do that.
Well, kind of seeing some fatigue setting in on that Quincy defense as Geneseo's been pounding on them this drive. And we got a whistle on the field, maybe equipment timeout. Bruce Moore's gonna have to check himself out. So Geneseo's bringing in Rink. Next man up.
Yeah, got a lot of that tonight.
We're under 6 minutes, 5:40 in this third quarter. Clock moving. 1st and 10 Geneseo at the Quincy 34-yard line, trailing by 11, 20-9. It's Rink, his first carry tonight, coming back to the left. Maybe a yard. That'll get Bruce Moore back in. As they put it back down to the 34, so no gain on that play. 2nd down and 10 for the Green Machine. Beneke and Van de Woestijn in at the ends for Geneseo on this play call. Got to get some yards on this one. Moore's in a lineup, wing to the right, Hofer wing left, with Mosier behind McConnell. Long toss, out to Hofer, right side, turns it upfield, and out to the 30-yard line. Give him about 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 5 coming up for Geneseo.
Yeah, Bruce comes back in. Nice block by him. Hofer just cut back off of his block, get an extra 4 yards. So it's good to see Bruce right back in there and not just running the ball, but also throwing the block.
3rd down, less than, well, looks like about 5 yards. Good solid 5 yards for Geneseo at the Quincy 29-yard line. Trying to match that Quincy touchdown in this quarter on this drive. Moore gets the toss. Left side, trying to get to the outside. And Quincy strings it out, brings him down at about the 27.
It looked like he might have had a little bobble when he caught that thing, but he did get it secured and gained another couple yards. Here we are again, 4th and short. We were hoping the last 4th short was the spark. Need another spark.
This will be 2 yards. Geneseo converting on a 4th and 1 a few plays ago. We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Clock is running. Quincy ahead by 11, 20-9 in this third quarter. McConnell running from the Geneseo sideline to the huddle. Geneseo breaks out. Not sure how much time they have to get this play off. 4th and 2, double go, and second time tonight that has worked against the Quincy defense.
This time you got to make it hurt, though. I mean, obviously you got your first down, but I mean, you truly got to make it hurt.
So first down by penalty for Geneseo. They've had 2 or 3 of those tonight. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Quincy going up by 11. It was a 4-point lead for the Blue Devils at halftime. This is Geneseo's first possession of the third quarter. They've had the football now for over 6 minutes. From the Quincy 21 on first down. It's Moore, left side. He's loose, still on his feet inside the 10. And a solid run there by number 34. Geneseo first and goal from the 9.
Are you liking the way he runs?
I do.
I like how he finishes things off. I mean, he just refused to go down. Just you know, he's not as big as the Quincy guys and one of the biggest guys out there, but man, does he have heart.
Looking for that open area, and he does not hesitate. First and goal, Geneseo from the Quincy 9-yard line. Hofer going in motion. It's Moore looking to push his way behind Hofer, and Moore out to about the 5-yard line. Again, Bruce Moore starting tonight as Mason Jones not able to play. 3-yard run there for number 34, Bruce Moore.
Well, you definitely found somebody you can have confidence in. When Mason comes back healthy, you have confidence in Bruce Moore if he needs to go play 2 or 4.
Double tight formation here with Moore on the wing. To the right side, Hofer and Mosier in the backfield. It's Mosier, left side. Can he get to the goal line? He stood up right at the 1-yard line and pushed down. Third and goal from the 1 for Geneseo. 1:15 to play in the third quarter. Geneseo on an 8-minute drive.
This is where you can't have any mistakes. No pre-snap penalties here. Well, at the 2.
They spotted it back at the 2.
Yeah, I thought he looked like he was on the 1 also.
Personnel change. Hofer's coming out. Might see this full T formation here, Pat. Geneseo's run it about 2 or 3 times. A little power formation from the 2-yard line. Third and goal. Here we go. Goes to Moore, left side. He's in, standing up. Touchdown, Geneseo. Bruce Moore 2 yards away. And Geneseo within 5, 20-15. 36 seconds to play in the third quarter.
I mean, he went in pretty much untouched. You got to give a lot of credit to the lead backs and that offensive line getting him into the end zone clean.
Geneseo had the football for over 8 minutes, almost 8.5 minutes. And that's a lot of time to be on the field for the Quincy defense.
Probably go for 2 here. Try to cut it to 3.
You are correct, Coach. McConnell having one of his ends move to the other side. They'll try Mosier, and Mosier's going to be held short, trying on the right side of that offensive line. And so the score remains 20-15. The 2-point conversion did fail.
Right. Whether you're down by 4 or down by 5, you still need a touchdown to win. So going for 2 there is the right move. You go for 2, you cut it to 3, and you got a chance at least to tie it with a field goal. But very good series. Now that's probably one of the best offensive series we've seen all year. And when it comes to time of possession and a couple 4th down conversions there, it's really nice to see that offense get untracked a little bit. Now, ball's back in the defense's court. So you got to make sure that we respond.
Geneseo has proven they can stop Quincy on offense. I think we're going to see a lot of Kreider here the rest of the way for the Blue Devils. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Geneseo to kick off to Quincy as both teams have scored on their third quarter drives. It's a 5-point lead for the Blue Devils, 20-15. Logan Hansen to kick off from the 40-yard line, going from right to left. And over-end kick going towards the far sideline, hits at the 15. Kreider picks it up off the turf, coming to his right, and runs into his own man, and down he goes at the 15. 28 seconds to go in the third.
A lot of times you come out of that, you know, that ball gets like bouncing around and fumbles a little bit. The return man a lot of times will break that because guys get down and get out of their lane, and he finds a crease and takes off. But that time Leafs did a really nice job staying in their lanes, covering that kick.
From the 15-yard line, with 28 seconds to play in the third quarter, might be the last play of this period. Shotgun formation, they'll throw, and a dangerous pass tipped away by Bruce Moore. Oh, that could have been a pick six from the 10-yard line.
All right, it looks like he might be in there for DeBoof. I don't see DeBoof out there right now.
So close, just off the fingertips of Bruce Moore. Second down and 10 from the 15. After that, I bet they hand it off. Reese looking to the sidelines. They are changing the play. They're going to throw it. Reese in the pocket. Slant through the hands of his receiver. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd and 10. And the Blue Devils have only ran off 6 seconds. They have a 5-point lead. Helping out Geneseo here, I think.
Be nice to get the ball back this quarter, huh?
Well, 3rd and 10, you almost got to put it up again. Taking a lot of time here to get this next play off. 3 receivers out wide to the left. Kreider next to Reese in the backfield on 3rd and 10 from the 15. Reese rolls left, looking downfield. Puts it way over the head of his intended receiver, and that stops the clock. 16 seconds to play in the third.
Got a flag out there at about the 15.
Appears to be a penalty marker on the field.
We'll check the call.
Are they going to call holding on?
Holding on the Blue Devils. Decline that, and it's 4th and 10.
Yes. Well, that's a good series. That's a good response.
All the Blue Devils had to do was run the football and close out the quarter. Instead, they throw 3 incomplete passes.
Sorry about that. Should get decent field position.
Anthony Pierce drifting back.
You can't go to sleep punt. I can't imagine him doing fake punt at this point.
Here comes the punt. Another one coming down to Pierce at the 45, and he makes the catch at about the 47-yard line. 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. So Quincy, after the Geneseo touchdown, a 3 and out, and they only used up 18 seconds.
All right, and that defense for them has to be a little tired. They were on the field for 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes at last series. But the key there on that punt, though, was Pierce making the catch. Just make the catch. Don't let that thing go down, roll another 20 yards.
Good play by Anthony. I'd come right back with Bruce Moore. 10 seconds to play in the third. Geneseo creeping back. They're down by 5. Moore in motion. They get it to Moore. Close to midfield, stopped at the 49. And that will end the third quarter. A pair of touchdowns in this third period, one by each team. Hang on.
Man down.
Cramp with 3.8 seconds. Doesn't he know I was going to a commercial break?
Yeah, he must not have. He didn't get the memo.
Set up for a very interesting fourth quarter.
This is where you wish the officials could just run the clock. Let's call this quarter, because we're not going to run a play. I mean,
Right.
The clock's in motion. Just go to call the quarter and get your chain set and keep moving. But I know they can't do that. They got to do everything by the book. I understand.
It's taken a while to play out these last 30 seconds of the third quarter, but
They're not going to have fire to move the ball anyway.
no. We can read these sponsors pretty fast.
Yeah.
The Quincy player, after that cramp, is going to be helped to his feet. So then there's going to spot the football and crank the clock, right?
Yep. Just stay in your huddle over there.
Feel the momentum's going back to the green machine on this one. 3.8 seconds on the clock. They wind it. And now it's official. Third quarter has come to an end. Both teams score in the third quarter. Quincy leading Geneseo 20-15. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this.
This TV 50 broadcast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Jolene Barnes of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Communications, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Borac Pharmacy, Liberty Village, Farmers National Bank, Pink's Paint and Body, Edwards Ready Mix. Please thank our sponsors for their support of this TV 50 broadcast.
1 quarter to go from Quincy High School. It's the Blue Devils leading the Geneseo Green Machine 20-15, but Geneseo does have the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 8. Quincy with a quick 3-and-out to end that third quarter. On 3 straight incomplete passes, that has really helped this Geneseo football team out. And we're ready to start the first play of this quarter. Hofer in motion, counter play. Bruce Moore left side, and he's tackled in the backfield. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 8.
You know, he's had a lot of success. I'm sure that's doing a little, paying a little more attention to him now.
Football just shy of midfield. It's at the Geneseo 49-yard line. 8 yards needed for the first down. Geneseo breaks the huddle. They're coming out in a very tight formation on this 3rd and 8 play. McConnell, play action. He's hitting the backfield. He's going to be sacked back at the 44-yard line. A loss of 3, and Geneseo's going to have to punt. Down by 5 with 11 minutes to play in the game.
Yep, no time to throw, nowhere to go when he eluded the first tackler. Bootleg takes a little bit of time to set up, so you got to make sure you get key guys blocked.
Two players back, no Kreider. Yep, Kreider's back there for Quincy at around the 20. Beneke, the up back. I don't know, is this going to be a fake? Mosier gets the snap, and good punt coming down. Hits it about the 20 and dies about there. So got 10.5 minutes to play in this game. Quincy's got the football back and the lead as they'll start from their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, that could have been also letting him know where number 5 was at, and let's not kick it to him.
Quincy with the touchdown drive this half and a 3 and out. But Geneseo quickly gives the football back to the Blue Devils. They were not able to pick up a first down. Lucas Reese, the quarterback for Quincy, in the shotgun formation. Hands it off. Kreider up the middle, out to about the 23-yard line. About a 4-yard run.
You know, we talked about before how they have ran, you know, up until this year, they ran wing T. So it makes you think that coach might be patient enough just to, you know, you've got your lead now. Let's see if they can, you know, see if we can run some time off the clock. You know, obviously he wasn't patient that last series in the third quarter. But now maybe realizing he needs to get some time off that clock, he might go to more of the running game. Looks like got the extra back in the backfield now as well.
2nd down and 6, kind of an up back. Running a little power play here. Option to the right. Reese is going way back. He's going to lose yards all the way back to the 10-yard line. What a play there defensively by Geneseo.
Jonathan Maxwell, very nice running him down. I'm not totally sure what he was thinking, but he literally was running, you know, running backwards. Maybe he thought he could outrun Jonathan, but not this time.
Wow, you go from a 2nd and 6 all the way back, 3rd down and about 20. 3rd down and 18.
Yes.
Ball back at the 11. Need to get to about the 30. Out of the gun.
Back out
Reese
of the
with
backfield.
pressure, long pass. He's got a guy open. It's Kreider at the 40, the 50, down to the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown. Similar to a couple years ago when Brock got loose on a 4th down play and beat Geneseo that night 2 years ago. This is a long touchdown pass. 89 yards on 3rd down and 18.
A little out and up, and our defensive back came up. I can't tell you what he saw, but that's the type of case where you want to keep guys in front of you, and we didn't keep him in front of us, and long touchdown.
They're going to go for 2 here, up 26-15. Kreider stays in the game. He's left to the quarterback, Reese. He'll go in motion. They'll throw to him. He makes the catch. Can he get in? Geneseo stops him about a yard short of converting that 2-point conversion. Score stays 26-15. It's an 11-point lead for the Quincy Blue Devils.
Now you could just see that developing up here. You know, he was swinging out down the Geneseo sideline, and we weren't ready for it there.
For a moment there, I thought he had overthrown the receiver coming down the middle, but then I caught Kreider going down the Geneseo sideline, nobody near him, and I go, put it right on the money.
That makes it difficult now. You get the ball back. You'll get the ball back with about just over 8.5 minutes to go, and you got to score twice. What was that, 3rd and 18?
About 3rd and 18, right.
It's one thing I've noticed. We have a tendency to give up big plays on 3rd and long. Not just this year, but I mean over the last few years. Always seems to be 2 or 3 every year.
That might be the backbreaker in this game. 8:43 to play. Quincy 26, Geneseo 15. Blue Devils to kick off. I don't know what that music is. Kickoff coming down to Geneseo at the 10-yard line. Rink out to the 25. Rink hit at the 27. May have fumbled the football. Quincy says they have it. No indication from the official. And Geneseo will keep the football, but it was a fumble on the play. And they'll spot the football at the 24-yard line.
Right, Parker DeSplinter came up with that. Right place, right time. Now we've got to, now we do have to have a little sense of urgency, get plays in and out in a hurry.
Geneseo's last touchdown, they took nearly 8.5 minutes to score. There's 8.5 minutes left in the game on 1st and 10 from the 24. Toss it back to Moore, coming to his left, turns it upfield, and he stood up at the 26 and then pushed back, stays on his feet. 2-yard run for Moore.
So Bruce is getting quite the workout tonight.
Yes, he's been the workhorse here. Clock nearing the 8-minute mark as Geneseo breaks the huddle on 2nd down and 8. Down by 2 scores. 26-15, 11-point lead for the Quincy Blue Devils. McConnell rolls out right. Puts it up in the air. Double coverage, and it's almost intercepted. Dropped in the secondary. And a player down for Geneseo getting up is Hofer on the sideline. Beneke was also out there as an intended receiver as he kind of threw the ball in between those 2 receivers.
All right, McConnell slow getting up as well.
Incomplete pass, clock stops, 7 minutes and 47 seconds to play.
Right, that time McConnell got outside of his blocker and stepped into a Quincy defensive man.
3rd down, 8. From their own 26-yard line, movement up front. They'll let it go, and the pass is caught for Geneseo. 1st down reception.
Brennan Wages.
Wages, yep. Number 30 with the catch. And we'll take that. Looks like Quincy had jumped off sides.
Right. Everybody just kind of stopped, but no call was made, so you better keep playing.
Football spotted at the 40, 1st and 10. Clock stopped here as Geneseo's gonna line it up. Double wing. Motion by Moore behind Mosier. Moore heading out to the left. He's gonna run out of bounds. And gets close to the 46. Give him 6 yards. Moore's been around 4 to 7 yards every carry tonight.
Right. And the biggest part of that, he's able to finish off runs, with not afraid to initiate some contact and bounce off guys.
7:11 to play. Coach Johnson on the field. What do we got going on here? Officials also talking to Quincy head coach.
I think the question is about the clock, and he was out of bounds, and the clock should have stopped. That clock kept moving.
Right. It was about 7:40, 7:47, something like that, when this play
started. Oh, there we are.
So it took him 17 seconds to run that. I don't think Bruce Moore's that slow.
No.
Some time put back on the clock. It was down to 7:11, so now it's at 7:30. 2nd down, less than 5 for Geneseo at their own 46-yard line. 2 receivers out wide right. McConnell's gonna roll that way to throw. Lets it fly, and it is incomplete, nearly intercepted. They jumped the route at the end of the pass. Intended for Beneke on the near sideline.
Right. When they go back and watch film, they'll tell Nathan that he's got to come back to the ball. He was standing there waiting for the ball, and while he was standing still, the Quincy guys were closing in on the ball. But we caught a break there, 3rd and 4.
Stops the clock. 7:24 to play. Quincy 26, Geneseo 15, 11-point lead for the Blue Devils. McConnell, straight drop, 3-step, out, complete. First down for Geneseo at the 44.
Okay. You got a first down here. Let's keep things, that's going to stop the clock for a couple seconds, so you want to keep things moving.
Nathan Beneke with that pass reception for Geneseo. They'll wind the clock. 7:05 and ticking down. Ball at the Quincy 45-yard line on first down. And it's Mosier, the fullback for Geneseo. Nice run to the 37. Everybody thought Bruce Moore had that ball.
Yeah, he's drawn some attention from the defense. That opens things up when you have success with another running back.
Second down and 2. Geneseo starting to work a little faster here in the last 6.5 minutes of the game. They need 2 scores as they trail by 11. Second down 2. McConnell under center. Moore in motion behind the fullback. Takes the long toss to his left. First down running. Moore to the 30 as Moore goes out of bounds inside the, right at the 26.
That's a nice run. He got upfield, but made sure he got out of bounds to end it up and stopping the clock, 6:22 to go.
And the good thing is he did get out of bounds, so they don't have to wind this. Clock will start on the snap. Ball all the way down to the Quincy 26. Hofer in motion. McConnell to throw. Rolls out to his right, floats it out there, completes the pass to Beneke as he steps out at the 18. Second down and 2. Geneseo getting some 6 to 8 yards on first down on this drive.
Second and 2 wouldn't be a bad time to take a shot at the end zone, you know, and think you'd get your first down on either third or fourth down.
Wages, who's had a catch in this series. Wide to the left in the slot is the big tight end, Van de Woestijn. They'll toss it to Moore coming to his left, and he's taken down short of the first down. About a yard short. Third down and 1 coming up for Geneseo. 6 minutes to play in the game, down by 11.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we got to get our first down here, but we haven't seen Nathan Van de Woestijn be a target yet.
He's going to come out, actually. Third down. Less than 2 yards for Geneseo. 5:40 to play. Line it up. Moore in motion. And there's a whistle.
It's going to be a
5-yard penalty against the offense. So you go from a 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6. And the ball spotted at the 22-yard line.
Clock's running. Let's go.
They will wind the clock. Geneseo in the huddle. Beneke wide left. Wages wide right. Mosier behind McConnell. 3-step drop. Gets it out. Swatted away. Incomplete. And now it's 4th down and 6.
Yeah, we put ourselves in a tough position here with another pre-snap penalty.
4th down and 6. You want to try kicking the field goal. You're looking at a 39-yard field goal.
Yeah, you could.
Then you need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. Geneseo's going to go for it on 4th down and 6 from the Quincy 22-yard line. McConnell looks left, throws right, lofts it up. It's intercepted at the 15. This is going to be returned for a touchdown. Down the near sideline, the 50, the 30, 20, 10, into the end zone. Pick 6 for Quincy. Jake Rupert. Got an 85-yard interception return, and it's 32-15, Quincy.
Well, now you got 5 minutes of football. You play for pride. I mean, that one, it's you can't. Very difficult to come back from that. You know, we're not a quick strike offense. We need success, but 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and 6, which becomes 4th and 6. Not that there's ever a good time for a pre-snap penalty, but we have a tendency to have some very bad timing with those.
Extra point on its way, and it is good. 33-15 is the score, and second week now where Geneseo's had a 3rd and 1, and it's gone to a 3rd and 6 because of a free snap penalty, and that has not worked out.
Nope.
5 minutes of football left here at Quincy as the Blue Devils up their lead. It's now 33-15, an 18-point lead.
Like I said, these last 5 minutes got to be played with pride. I mean, you've got, you're down 17, and there's not a good chance of coming back from that. So if you want to learn a few things about some guys, maybe you put some guys in there, give them opportunity. I think we learned a lot about Bruce Moore tonight.
He's got a ton of yards. Got a 3rd quarter touchdown.
You know, we've got a couple guys hurt. You know, we saw DeBoof go out. We saw Darnell go out. I believe it was Eli Allen finished the game for him at right guard. But that hopefully they can come back and be able to play next week.
Kicking off to Geneseo. Short kick fielded at the 20-yard line. Wages to about the 28. And that extra point was good, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, they have not changed it on their scoreboard. Guess they're okay with 32, but it is 33-15.
All right. Yeah, I see the same thing the Quincy coach. It looked like Brendan waving for a fair catch, but I think he might have just been balancing himself to get underneath that thing. So no worse for wear. You know, you've got an 18-point lead. Let's go. Let's play.
I agree, Pat. So we got 4 minutes and 53 seconds left in this one. Geneseo starting from their own 28-yard line. And we'll get some different guys in here in the backfield running the football.
Washington, Benjamin, and Humphrey.
Is that 35 that had the carry?
For the Blue Devils, there is a late penalty marker on the field.
Not sure what happened there with Quincy, but
That coach isn't happy, though.
number 6.
He is in his air.
There's a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
15-yard penalty against Quincy for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Wow.
Puts the football out to the 43-yard line. And we got some guys here. Drayton DeBoof, number 3.
Right.
Is that a wingback position? I don't think we have a 35 on our roster.
Hang on to the ball, Drayton.
And this is DeBoof.
Drayton sometimes has a tendency to get that ball out away from his body. The very first run he had this year, we had an issue. Is that him down?
I believe so.
Kind of jumped a little bit in the air.
Injury timeout for a Geneseo player with 4:25 to play in the game.
All right, I see Kane Miller in on the offensive line, along with Jacob Palovi. I don't have a 78. 74, I believe, is Mitten.
Our apologies. We were
Cameron
just going off
Colton.
the latest Geneseo football
Another ankle.
roster that was left here for us. Looks like it was been revised, but
Right.
and that is Drayton DeBooth. That's coming up. Is that Dominic's brother?
Yep. Yep. He's a sophomore. 78. Trying to figure out body language.
I don't think we have a sophomore roster with us. We might.
Wonder if that's Tegan Miller.
Tegan Miller is 78 on the
Thank
JV.
you very much.
Second down and 12 for Geneseo. Straight ahead run out to about the 48-yard line.
That's a nice hard run. 38, Tannen Rink.
Logan Fletcher, I believe, is number 35.
Yes, that sounds right. Fullback. Is he the fullback?
Yes.
Yes.
Tannen Rink, the ball carrier for the Maple Leafs, tackled on the play by Trey Humphrey.
Under 4 minutes to go in the game. It's all Quincy right now, 33 to 15.
3rd and 10.
They have scored the last 13 points. Third down, 8 yards for Geneseo at the 44. Two running backs in motion. That's going to draw the penalty flag.
Multiple flags on the field. False start, Geneseo.
46, Mitchell Vermost.
So football gets backed up to the 39. It's 3rd and long for Geneseo. They'll wind the clock.
Do you have a 55 on that JV roster?
Michael Emmerich.
That's your center.
3rd and long. Fullback run to the 41-yard line. And it'll be 4th down. Geneseo's going to bring in their punt team. A lot of players getting up slow after that one. Three minutes to play. 33 for Quincy, 15 for Geneseo. And Mosier's going to be punting here from the 30-yard line. Towards the far sideline, bounces at the 28, rolls inside the 20, and ball at the 17. 2.5 minutes to play in this one. It's Quincy up by 18, 33 to 15. The Blue Devils get the ball back. A couple of fourth quarter touchdowns for Quincy. Well, 2 big long plays too.
Right.
Long touchdown pass on 3rd and 18.
85 yards.
And similar 85-yard interception return.
Looks like starting offense still for Quincy.
Yep, they still got their starting quarterback and running back in this one, up by 18. Last 2.5 minutes. Give it to Kreider. Kreider out to about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, that's all backups for us on defense.
They'll get their backup Humphrey in for Kreider here, I think. 34 is coming in. They just want to give him a little applause.
Well, I see Jordan Ray is in there. Looks like he's at nose guard. Colton Mitten getting to see a little defensive time. Brennan Smith at one of the linebackers. Play to belly.
2nd down and 3, taking this down as far as they can. And it's Humphrey out to the 31-yard line, 1st down run for the Quincy Blue Devils.
Brennan Wages getting to play some defense. Andy Anderson.
90 seconds to go, and Quincy with the football and the lead.
I don't have a 63.
I got a Harrison Newman.
Oh, Harrison, you betcha. Bet.
Lucas Reese, quarterback for Quincy's going to keep it himself. And he's going to run towards the sideline and gets about 10 yards off of that.
That don't make
They'll
sense.
wind the clock. Yeah, I don't know why you want your
one false trip, one something, you know, just freak accident.
First down run, 10 yards, 45 seconds to go. They can run probably one more play here, and then it's going to end it. I don't know if they, maybe they'll take a knee here. First time the quarterback's going to go under center tonight. Reese takes a knee, flips the ball back to the official, and Quincy walks off the field in the last 20 seconds. Geneseo hanging in there early in that third quarter, but Quincy with a couple of big plays, and they end it tonight for Geneseo.
All right, you got your work cut out for you next week. Bring Rock Island in, you know, comes to town. You know they're noted for running the ball. They got a running back named Reese that's really fast. You know, but for now, in my mind, the biggest thing you got to take care of is getting healthy. You got a lot of guys got little either ankle or knee or whatever it is. They have got to get healthy. It's hard enough to play this game when you're at full strength, but when you're undermanned a little bit, it makes it difficult. So, you know, played with them for a while, but playing with them for a while isn't enough. You got to play with them the whole time.
Goes Quincy's way tonight, 33-15 is the final score. We'd like to thank Kim Kennett at the WGRG studio, Parker Prohaska tonight for his work, our technical coordinator Keith Kennett. For Pat Mitchell, I'm Lauren Lemke. We'll catch up with you next week at home against Rock Island. Final score from Quincy, the Blue Devils beat the Green Machine 33-15. Good night.